So here we go. This is North Main. This is where it heads out of town. There's the old gate to the Lakeview Cemetery. Route 60, that goes north through over Airport Hill, out through Gary, Sinclairville, Cassadaga, towards Fredonia, New York, Dunkirk, New York, and that's where I-90. If we were going to go get on the interstate I-90 to go east or north, that's where we'd go get out, Dunkirk. It's probably a 40-minute drive north of here or something. This is a church school. I think it's like a Catholic school for kids. This railing on the side right there was featured in a snowboard video. One of the Forum Snowboards videos. Sometimes snowboard teams who are on tour filming, like crews of pro snowboarders. There's been a few times where they've stopped through town. Like when we've gotten the big dump of snow, you know, because sometimes the snow is very localized. And so, because we have a snowboard shop here, skate shop, it's existed for a long time, so it's a presence. People know it exists. Sometimes when those guys are out on their filming trips, they'll stop through here. And there's been a bunch of examples of little Jamestown spots like that making it into snowboard videos. A lot of the Forum videos from that era, which would have been probably 2010, 11, 12 in there. I think Forum Vacation was one of them. I think one of them was called Fuck It was the name of a Forum video that came out around that time. And if you're someone who's into snowboarding, you go back and watch those videos, I mean, you'd have to kind of know what you're looking for. But Jamestown has showed up in a bunch of those. Seems like over the last 6, 7, 8 years, we've been getting way less snow. We haven't really been the spot that got all the snow like we were sometimes back then. That's a cool house. Stone and brick with that old shape on it. I don't even know what you call it. So we're walking into town on North Main. This is basically like the busiest route in and out of town. Although it's still residential, it's not a lot of commercial stuff on here. But just in terms of people coming and going from town, this is the busiest route because, like I said, if you were heading to I-90, you would go that way. And also if you're heading to I-86, it's right there. I-86 comes right through town. I-90 comes through Dunkirk, about a half hour, 40 minutes north of us. Cross over here if we can. All right, so here we are, North Main and West 17th. And then the bottom of the hill down there, across the way, is Chautauqua Park. That's where the old skate park is, and the back of Chautauqua Park connects to the Riverwalk. If you look at this building right here, this first house on the street, what street are on? West 17th, I just said that. My parents lived there when I was born, real early on in my life, and my parents brought me home from the hospital. They brought me to that place right there. They lived in the 3rd floor apartment. They were only about 20 years old. But they didn't live there very long. And the story my mom tells is that she heard someone out on the fire escape. There's a big fire escape there you can see. That sort of light tan house down there. And they heard someone on the fire escape while she was home alone with me as a baby. And They moved out there pretty soon after that. This would have been like 1980, summer 1980. So I don't have any memories of living there or anything, other than when I was a kid and we'd drive by. My mom would tell me the story sometimes. West 15th Street. This is that time of year when 47 degrees just feels incredible right now, too. The sun being out just feels like summertime out here. It's a beautiful space right there. That's a big yard, old trees, cool old house. There's a busy road now, though. Probably back when a lot of these places along here were built, these big old places like that, probably were built when this road was not so busy. Depending on how old those houses are, they might have been built when this road was just like a dirt horse path before automobiles were even widely adopted, because this is the main road north. This is, like I said, if you're leaving town, this is North Main Street, turns into Route 60, and that's the main road out of town. So this has always been here. So any of these houses that are built like before the 1920s, probably built before there was even hardly any cars on this road. I don't know when this neighborhood was built, mostly. I know up on the north side, a lot of it was built in the early 1900s to the 1920s, and then on the farther north side, it was built later, more like the 50s and 60s. Probably more like the 40s and 50s, actually. Here we're on 13th Street, West 13th. Down across the way is Chautauqua Park. And here's Van Buren. Cool view looking up the street. That's another old house there.